Mindfulness is what brought Buddha enlightenment. These Buddhist basics will empower your own practice of mindfulness. Richard Clarke talks from decades of his own practice.
Today, we're going to talk about what the Hindus call discrimination and the Buddhists call right view. What the Hindus call discrimination, the Buddhists call right knowledge or right view. This is the base of meditation practice for both groups. The base is what everything else in practice is built on. In Hinduism, from a spiritual context, they consider that only that knowledge, which is true, accurate, authentic, and factual in all conditions and circumstances, is true knowledge. Otherwise, in other words, knowing what is always true is true knowledge. An opinion is not truth because it's not the same from person to person or situation. However, a fact established by pure observation and free from distortion is true knowledge. Hinduism says that one must be satya, jnana, dharma, nishta, meaning one must abide in truth, knowledge, and dharma. For Hindus, dharma is the path of righteousness or living a moral life. This is similar to the Buddhist Eightfold Path that leads to the end of suffering. From the Hindu view, truth must be the basis of knowledge, and truth and knowledge must be the basis of dharma. Together, the three protect and uphold you in the world. When you have the three, you're on the righteous path to freedom. There will be peace, order, and regularity in your life. For Buddhists, right knowledge or right view, samadhi, is one of the Eight Noble Paths of Buddhism. In fact, it's the first of the eight paths, since all the others depend on right knowledge. For Hindus, right knowledge is the knowledge of truth and is the foundation of righteous living, peace, and happiness. In the mental realm, where most of our mindfulness practice is for now, right knowledge rises from true discernment, which in turn rises from mental purity or sattva. Sattva brings a calm, peaceful mental state. Sattva can be cultivated by choosing those activities which bring you peace and foregoing those which make you agitated or dull, rajistic or tamistic. Meditation needs the sattvic state to be effective. If you are not peaceful, you can't get very deep in meditation. A choice I made in my early years of practice was to focus on activities and people that brought me peace. This way, when I meditate, I'm ready. In the Buddhist spiritual realm, right view rises from self-realization and oneness with the Supreme Self. In the mental realm, it rises from true discernment, which in turn rises from purity or sattva. The purpose of yoga, austerities, or spiritual practices is essentially to cultivate this purity, this sattvic state. Hindus' Advaita Vedanta says that discrimination is where the practice really starts. Discrimination in this context is separating what comes and goes from what is always, and then dismissing what comes and goes in favor of what is always. One idea that is helpful in this practice of the Hindu is the Hindu idea of the 5 she's. These she's are layers of misidentification that we hold on to that keep our practice and experience from going deeper. The 5 she's are, first, the body, including the senses and the organs of action, such as hands, feet, mouth, and speech. Next is the life energy that enlivens the body, breath, and your beating heart. Next is the mind, which is known by its various thoughts. Next is the intellect, which organizes these thoughts into your view of yourself and the world, apparently, around you. The intellect is the home of the ego I. The final sheath in Hinduism is the peace that is found in sleep and deep meditation. In this state, the mind is quiet, but when aroused from sleep or meditation, the mind then again appears as the ego I and all the ideas of the world. This discrimination includes looking for the knower of each sheath, and within each sheath, looking for what is permanent, dismissing what comes and goes. In this practice, you're searching for your own deep identity. And how can it be temporary and come and go? Are you temporary? Or are you there always? In this practice, you discover that which you are is always the knower and never the known. The known is objective to you. And in this practice, you're looking for your real self, the one that never changes. It turns out that this is always the knower, never the known. Discrimination is a matter then of finding within yourself what is always there, and always is the knower, then dismissing everything else from your view of yourself. You don't need to do anything to create this deepest self, since it is always there. You just need to discard the ignorance that leads you away from right knowledge.
You want deeper meditation, more peace, more happiness. Subscribe now to continue to find ways to get more from your meditation.